Hey guys, Mubarak here of Penny Stock. In this video, I'm going to be discussing how you can get started with your first trade. All right, there's a lot of people think that trading has a lot of steps to it, and to become good at it, there definitely is, and a lot of research you want to do. But I always want my students to open up their accounts right away. Um, if they're allowed to, obviously, and we're going to go over that in this video, the requirements, everything you need to be able to open up your brokerage account. But it's actually super easy and simple. And that's kind of what I want to get across is a lot of people get intimidated by it, but it's just like opening up a bank account. So there's really no real barriers of entry. And that's important because a lot of the times people are sitting on the sidelines wondering if they should get into stock trading and feeling intimidated by the whole concept of it. But I want to try to iterate in these videos and show you how you can quickly understand how you can get started literally within the next 5 or 10 minutes of after watching this video. So all you basically need is a specific trading account. Okay. That's the only reason why you haven't been able to trade stocks before, because it requires you to open up a special account. But it's no different than opening up a bank account or credit card account. And nowadays with technology, you can just do it straight from your computer. All right. So hopefully, if you're in the United States, you're watching this, or even if you're not and you want to open up an account to trade US stocks, there's a lot of key companies, a lot of popular companies that millions of Americans and people around the world use because they're multi-billion-dollar companies. So I'm going to go over a couple of the top choices in this video and compare and contrast them and tell you, what you should look out for. All right. And if you have a certain accountant or if you have a lawyer or a banker, even your normal bank that you go with, you can always reach out to them. Go into the local bank branch that you have an account with, and you can ask them to help you open up an investment account. But you can also do it online. So that's what I'm going to show. So one of the most popular ones is Fidelity, and that's what you can see right here on the screen. And the crazy thing that's happening is that this is the best time in history to trade stocks. And let me explain why, all right? Because in the past, what used to happen before, the internet was there were stock brokers, think of your typical image or mental mindset of what Wall Street is, right? All those angry traders yelling on the floor, of a busy stock exchange. Well, that's still going on to some extent, but much, much lower. All of the orders are being thrown in on the retail side, which means the consumer, like one of us, and us interacting with our electronic software. So now you have the ability to buy and sell yourself. And again, just to, kind of disclaimer here, this is not investment advice. This is just educational. I just throw that in all my episodes, just to protect myself there. But in general, I show you what you need to know about how to get started. This is all free public information. You just got to see the steps. And in this kind of quick video, I want to be able to kind of take you through how you can do your first trade. All right. So the reason, going back to why this is the best time in history to start trading, is because nowadays there's no longer any commission or any fee that occurs when you buy and sell. So what used to happen before was that you'd have to call into your broker and you get charged $25 or $50 or a certain amount of commission that will go straight to the brokerage. So it's pretty much a tax or a fee, percentage wise, every time you used to buy and sell stocks. So not only were you worrying about trying to make a profit on your trade, but then you also had to worry about all the fees that came in with it, right? It's like in real estate where you have to take into account the closing costs and all of that. So that gets factored into your calculations, or how tax affects your entire P&L. So the reason you have to be aware of these commission fees is that these new brokerages, just now, as of October 2019, so just very recently, they started releasing zero commission trades. And this was really a start by Charles Schwab, and then TD Ameritrade, Fidelity. These are all brokerage accounts that I'm going to show you. They all just started competing. So it was a race to the bottom. And really, one of the most popular apps you might have heard of is Robinhood. So Robinhood is really what started this whole generation of $0 commissions, because this is how they started. That was their entire MO, was that you could break free from all of the commission fees. Okay, and so when Robinhood did that a few years ago, they got a lot of press, a lot of attention, and they became a multi-billion-dollar company within just a few years. And the reason it was so popular was because of how easily accessible Robinhood makes it. So that's why I always recommend people checking out Robinhood, because it's super easy to sign up. You can do it straight through your mobile phone or even online, robinhood.com. You could literally just fill it out. You'll have your ID on you. It's just going to request information that a normal bank or credit application would. But it doesn't run a credit check. It doesn't do anything like that. All they're doing is opening up an investment account on your name. So Robinhood is also a very popular one. The only reason I would not recommend it is if you're looking to get into day trading, because even though, in Penny Stock University we teach how you can do that, it's still more of an advanced tactic, and Robinhood has a very, very simple interface. So if you're just looking to buy a stock today and hold it for the next 3 years, which is a very important long-term investing tactic, then you can use Robinhood because you're just buying in now and trying to account for the years of inflation that'll occur. But generally speaking, if instead you want to day trade and you want to buy and sell, based on technical analysis, then you would have to use a more extended platform. So companies like TD Ameritrade and eTrade.com make that very simple to do. And so it's the same situation. You go into account types. All you're trying to open up is a new account, a regular stock account. And you can see this is the first time in history where you would have ever seen $0 commissions, which now means it's finally free to buy and sell stock. So if you want, you can literally put in a bunch of money. The stock can go up 1 cent, and then you can sell and you can make a profit based on how many shares you have. And that's a very popular trading strategy anyway. That's called scalping. And we go more into detail in that too. But in this series, I just want to quickly show you the different account types, or not really the account types, but what different brokerage platforms you can use. So if you're more of a traditional kind of software person and you would like to get somebody on the phone, you might want to look at Fidelity or Charles Schwab. And you can see even right now, there's some very interesting stuff going on where Charles Schwab is actually acquiring TD Ameritrade. So two of the biggest brokerage companies in the world are actually right now acquiring into an agreement. I think this news literally released just today. November 26th. So pretty crazy that this is kind of this time. But so TD Ameritrade and Charles Schwab look like they're going to end up being the same exact account. So you can still do E-Trade if you don't want to deal with any mergers or any kind of, future complications that might be arising from this, but I wouldn't worry about it. I have accounts with TD Ameritrade, E-Trade, and Robinhood, and they're all very user friendly. And the great part is that after you get started with your opening up your brokerage account, do your application, they'll approve it, and then all you have to do is transfer money in. You can just do that via just like attaching it to your bank account. So you can transfer or wire money straight from your bank account to your brokerage account. And that's how simple it is. What I would definitely recommend is that for most ease of use is Robinhood. You can quickly get started and make an account and transfer money in, all like literally sitting in your bed. So it's definitely a useful tactic there. But I just want to make sure that, while you're setting that up, whatever platform you end up choosing, make sure that you go into their knowledge base and figure out how to use their software, because that's the only kind of small difference. It's just like using any different software like Microsoft Word or Excel. It might seem weird to you first, but now you've used Word or Excel or, whichever platform so many times that it's just second nature to you. So that's the same way with the trading platform. And the great thing is that these are very big multi-billion-dollar companies that have tons of resources in their website. So if you want to watch specific to your trading platform or brokerage account you go with, so if you choose E-Trade, you'll want to learn the E-Trade platform. TD Ameritrade has a platform called Thinkorswim, or they also have another web platform. So you'll want to get accustomed to that platform to see how the interface works. So even Robinhood also has an entire learn section, and kind of video tutorials that go through their platform too. So yeah, that's pretty much how you can get started with stock trading, right? It's very simple. There's no barriers to entry. Pretty sure you just have to be 18 or older, and if you're younger, you need to have the permission of your parent. But even if you have $20, $50, whatever, minimum in your account, I would recommend starting up one of these brokerage accounts and funding it, just so you can start the right steps to becoming a successful trader, or being able to just make sure you're putting your money to use for you. So hope you guys enjoyed this video and hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me at admin, ADMIN, @inpennystock.com. Hope to hear from you guys soon. Take care.